Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for dropping back on by. I really do appreciate you guys. Hit the subscribe button, guys. It takes a half a second, and that really helps the channel grow, and I really do appreciate everyone who's done so already. Go ahead and leave a like, drop a comment. Of course, that helps the channel as well by just getting it through the YouTube algorithm to make sure more people see it. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly when I do drop new videos. Now, if you need to find me outside of YouTube, you can always find me on Instagram and Twitter at MadWatcher789. You can always find me with the guys on the Sneaker History Podcast. By the way, the Sneaker History Podcast, we are going to be coming off from our break soon, so that way we're gonna have new episodes. If I got my days correct, it's gonna be around the same time, if not before this video drops. So go ahead, keep an eye out for that. We're gonna be back, and we're very excited to bring you guys some new content. So thank you guys for supporting that as well. Alrighty, guys. So today, I am bringing you a shoe that I think has been overlooked. We're gonna stop saying the word slept on, because I think that term, I've even used it a ton myself. I'm gonna try to stop saying that term, but I think these have been very overlooked. It is a great looking shoe. I think it's very different. It probably is not everyone's cup of tea, but this particular shoe, I had to give it a try because it was so different compared to everything that was out there. Now, we'll get right into it. And the sneaker we're looking at is actually gonna be a Human Race sneaker. And for those who maybe don't know, Human Race is gonna be the brand that Pharrell and Adidas have collaborated to create when it comes to clothing, to shoes, and other products. I think he's even done like face cleaner, like facial products as well under the same brand. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say he did. But anyway, this particular Human Race sneaker is going to be the new model called the Sichona, and I hope I'm saying that right. You saw it, I'm probably thinking way too hard about that, but it's the Sichona is going to be the new model from Adidas and Pharrell, and it came out a couple months ago. 180 bucks, kind of a higher price tag, but the reason I say this one might have been overlooked is because after their first initial sellout of the blue colorway, I've been able to find them on various websites for less than retail. And I actually got this one, you guys see the tag, Sneaker Politics. I ordered it from them. It says 180, but I actually got them for 124. I don't think I have the receipt in here anymore. I think it might be in the shipping box I threw away. But 124, about 60 bucks, almost 60 bucks under retail, which is crazy, especially when it comes to, again, the Pharrell and Adidas collaboration. Now, regardless, I don't care. If it's on sale, that means it's nicer for me to be able to get a pair without having to spend as much money. So I think that's very cool. I don't care if I'm not the person who feels like you need to buy something that's at retail or higher to make it cool. So something on sale is even better. I think a lot of you guys feel the same way. Now, the box itself is different from a lot of other Human Race boxes. We saw a lot of them were the tan colors. I don't know, you could probably see a couple floating around in there, but they're the tan Adidas boxes, and these have switched to a kind of a dark blue box here, kind of have the holes in it. It kind of reminds me of the off-white Nike boxes with the holes they would have in certain places on certain models, but it's just a lift-off lid here. Nothing too much in it, nothing special about the paper. There's a lot of, I've already taken the shoes out, by the way. A lot of cardboard comes in these shoes, I guess, to keep them straight, since they are kind of a, prime sneaker. But let's get into the sneaker. Let's get into the sneaker. And here we go. This is the Human Race Sichona. Now, this particular color is going to be the maroon colorway, and I think it is a fantastic looking shoe. It is, again, different, but very nice at the same time. It doesn't do too much, it's very minimalistic, but it has a lot of different features on it that make it just, really stand out of other sneakers out there. Now, this is gonna have that future natural construction that we first saw on something like the James Harden, Harden Volume 5, where they're seamless. So you guys can see this is a seamless sneaker. Same deal with the Sichona here. It's all seamless. If I'm not mistaken, it is actually a process of heat pressing everything together, so that way you get really an extension of your foot. And that's what the Future Natural is supposed to be, an extension of your foot. And what really takes it to the next level is the definition of, or I guess the rough definition I saw reading some different articles about this shoe, of the word Sichona. If I'm not mistaken, the inspiration for this shoe came from Pharrell's friends of the Native American Dakota tribe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but Sichona is, I guess, again, a rough translation is going to be barefoot, which this shoe is supposed to give you the feeling of just like wearing nothing. Just really flexes with your foot, really light sneaker, gives you the sense of not having anything on and have the freedom of movement. So with Future Natural, it's supposed to be an extension of your body, so that way you're not feeling like you have something clunky on your foot, which I can tell you from the wears I've had in them, that is a very true statement. This is a very, very you know, very light and very, just, you feel like it's not even there, which is really cool. Now, the sneaker itself, again, is constructed of all prime knit. Now, you'll see that there's some different patterns here just based on the areas of the shoe. Now, with the toe box and most of the medial and lateral side is going to be the same pattern, a bit more stretchy here. But as you get towards the ankle collar, which you guys see here, is a thicker prime knit. Of course, you want to give you some more stability and a little bit more lock down your ankle to make sure you're not slipping out the shoe. Now you see right across the side is Human Race here. Now, at first I thought that was just really plain looking, like, okay, you guys could have done something else. But when you have the shoe in the hand, it really just fits what the shoe is. I can't really explain it, but to me it does. And this one's done in gold font. And I think with every color, it's done in a different, the font's different. Now we're gonna have our rope laces here, which are gonna be, again, that maroon where you have some light blue kind of speckles in there. No 3M on it, just the different colors in there, and you're gonna have the 3 stripes on the aglet of the sneaker. Now the tongue, or I guess the tongue portion, because this is a one piece, there's no extra tongue. It is very, very breathable. You guys can see here that the prime knit has a very open look to it, almost like an open cell mesh. So you see in different basketball shoes and things like that. But it's very open, so you do get some breathability there. You're gonna also have the pink tongue tag, or again, ankle collar tag, because there's no tongue, that's gonna have the Adidas branding on top. Now that pink and that gold and a little bit of light blue just provide the perfect accents to make this stand out. Again, not too much, but not too little. Now, as we get down to the midsole and outsole of the shoe, this is gonna be a polyurethane midsole. Nothing special, no boost, no bounce, but I tell you, this is one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever put on, which means that those traditional foams we saw before, which I know that boost and it's still gonna be like, I think, a form of polyurethane, just built differently or constructed differently, but this is all polyurethane. And it is very comfortable. Again, with this shoe, there actually is no break in time. I can tell you that 100%. Now, when you get to the back of the shoe, you have this like little shark fin that has the HU branding here, which of course I get a closer look for you guys, which is, again, one of those things that just set it apart from different shoes out there. Because if you all didn't know that Adidas actually has a running shoe that looks very similar to this, that is going to be more on the budget side, called the Future Natural. It takes the name of the actual process. I think it's like the Future Natural Runner. It doesn't have the collar up top, it cuts it down, and it is a runner that has basically, again, a prime knit upper with that same Future Natural construction and the polyurethane midsole, which, if I read it correct, I think with the Future Natural Runner, I don't know if this is the same because I didn't see the same description. It is supposed to be, I think, an injected polyurethane midsole on the runner, so maybe a little softer, maybe a little bit more responsive. Now at the bottom we have our outsole, which is going to be done in that same maroon color, but this one's almost like a translucent or smoked out. It's not completely solid. It has kind of that look of like you can kind of see through it in certain areas. And it just says Human Race throughout it. So it's not gonna be a traditional traction pattern, it just says Human Race throughout it with Adidas right there in the middle. So I wouldn't really go try to play basketball or anything in this, besides it not having any support on the upper for your ankle. There's not gonna be any real traction. This is definitely a very casual sneaker. And again, I think I like it a lot. I thought maybe, you know what, when I got it, I'd probably send it right back. But after putting it on and wearing it, I like it a lot. And this is going to be my opinion and mine alone, or maybe other people have the same thought, but putting this up against something like the Yeezy, was it 400, 450, the one with the teeth around the side, I actually like this one better. I think they're very comparable sneakers, but I think this one's going to be way more wearable. I know it doesn't have the same Kanye attachment to it, but I think if you put them both side to side with no names attached to them, I would go with the Sichona because it's just way more wearable and it makes more sense to me. Now, what do you guys think of this sneaker? I really like it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. It seems like because they're going on sale in certain places, that it's not something that's flying off shelves. So who knows? Maybe they made a lot of them. Again, I don't know, but that doesn't bother me. If I should like the shoe, I'm gonna buy the shoe, no matter if it's retail, if it's a couple dollars more, or if it's less, which I prefer. So I really am a big fan of this. And when it comes to sizing, I was a bit skeptical about the sizing because Adidas is always kind of weird, but I got this one in a size 10, true to size. It actually fits very well. If anything, I would say if you want a more of a snug fit and less of a casual fit, go down half a size, but try it on, which I think you may actually have the opportunity to actually try these on. So if you can, find your local Adidas store, your local boutique sneaker shop that has these and try them on. But for me, I like my true to size, like going true to size in these because they fit really nicely, especially when you have socks on. So big fan of this sneaker. Again, something, I don't know how many different colorways I grab. Just depends on the price. Honestly, if they're on sale, I'll grab another pair just to add on to the collection. But I have to say this is a good sneaker and definitely worth the look. Don't overlook these just because you see them on sale or you don't see everyone wearing them or they're not splattered on Instagram, try these out. This is definitely something different and I'm glad I got my hands on them. So you let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this one. Is it something on your radar now? Do you have them? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Or do you hate them? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear you guys' comments. And until next time, guys, see ya.